said, oh, let me explain how it works. They were so excited and so helpful. As time went on, I went into the school store, and then Miss Zis, where are you? Woo! She gave me an opportunity to teach. One teacher had left, just checking sub a class. And that class of 15 students turned into a class of, well, let's say 75 students overall that I have today. So this road has been amazing, but getting to know all of you has been even more amazing. So I just want to say thank you before I even begin. Simon, and some of you know my buddy Wendy, right? And he's also very, very thankful, and that's going to miss you guys, and happy that he was able to share in this experience. For all of you don't know, I don't worry about it. All right. All right. So this is something that's very important. One reason that I really enjoy teaching and really enjoy getting to know all of you. I'm a big believer in dreaming. I think it's something that's powerful. And I think it's something that helps us grow into the people that we become. So I would like to take you on a little journey here. Just think about when you were, let's say, 14 years old. When you were 14 years old, what did you have to do the next year? You had to go to school, right? It wasn't hard. You caught the bus, had the same routine. 16, the same thing, 17, and then when you turned 18, things changed a little bit. But all those years were very easy to understand. It wasn't much that you had to do. And from there, we went to college, 4 years, pretty much the same routine. But after college, something that we're not really taught in school, there's no blueprint. No one tells you what's next, what you're supposed to do. You think because you have your degree, everything should fall into place, but that's not always the case. So at that time, let's say about 2 years later, when some of those plans that you once had, those dreams that you once had, when they go away, you stop dreaming. Things didn't work out as you planned. You didn't get that dream job right out of college. So things got a little tough for you. And that is the point where most people stop dreaming, around the age of 24, 25 years old. But today I want to tell you why it's so important to continue dreaming. Let's imagine that your dream is on an island, very far away, right? And you're over here. What is the easiest way? No one from our personal finance entrepreneurship class, please. What is the easiest way to get to that island? Just yell it out, I don't mind. A boat. Anyone else?
A bridge.
A plane. Swim. A bridge. Isn't a bridge the easiest way to get to? How many of you have driven across a bridge within the last week? Everyone in this room, I'm sure, has driven across a bridge, most likely, right? But what's unique about this bridge is the things that you do in your life and the goals that you set. Those are the little bricks that make up that bridge. So as you get closer, there's a person that you have to become in order to achieve that dream of yours. Which means the first person who had the dream, it's not for you. You change over time. Does that make sense? Over time, you start to change who you are. There's different experiences that you have to have, right? So before we go any further, go back. It says one thing with a dream is your purpose. Your dream gives you purpose. It gives you that drive. It gives you something to look forward to. There's a saying: if you cannot measure it, you cannot manage it. If you have a goal, you know. If you have a dream, you know where you are right now. You know your progress, and that's what's so important. All of you, you're young. It's important that you keep those dreams and you keep fighting for them. It changes the person who you are, and you become that better person because there were so many experiences that help build that character of yours. Go back one more time. All right. So, and then joy and satisfaction. Every time you reach a goal, you feel so good. I've had so many goals that I have achieved because I kept working on them. I feel so good, and nothing else can give me that feeling. What is that on his shirt right there? Who is that? What's that? See, as you said, one thing I said, is that life? Life. You know what? I had some dreams, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, but I think I figured it out. I figured it out, life.
Well, you gonna tell me or you're just gonna stand there?
Yeah, I want to be a speaker. I want to talk to crowds. I want to talk to thousands of people. I want to do a speech and talk about how I want to be a speaker inside the speech. Does that make sense, life? Life? Does that that make sense?
Going back.
Oh, dude, carry on. You'll figure it out.
All right, thank you. As time went on, when I first said that I would like to be a speaker, as time went on, I waited. Days went by, weeks went by, and eventually I got this letter in my mailbox. It was 365 Earth Avenue. And it said my first class was teaching 101. Now I just said I wanted to be a speaker. I never said about anything about teaching. So I wasn't happy when I actually saw this letter. I'm like, teaching, that's a full-time job. All those kids and my experience at high school was not the same experience a lot of you had. So I thought teaching was a scary profession to have. So I wasn't happy about it. So of course I turned to life and I said, life, this isn't what I signed up for, life. This is what
No worries, mate. Just slug it out.
So not everything is always going to be explained to you, but as time goes on, it all started making sense. For example, as being a teacher, I had to become more organized. I had 5 different classes on different schedules, and I had to make sure that all were moving on and progressing in a different way. So I had all these different assignments that I had to keep up with. I learned how to communicate, understand what different students were going through. That emotional intelligence. Like, I had to understand each one of these personalities. And life said, you know what? I'm not going to give you one personality. I'm going to give you 75 personalities per semester. And good luck with that. So with time, I started to learn more and more about these students and start to build those relationships. 5 years ago, I would never thought that I would be a teacher. I would never think that I would be doing what I'm doing. But the feeling that I get is more fulfilling than anything I have ever done. And it feels so good. It also taught me how to pay attention to detail. If I write a test and I forget to put which or except or any of those words inside it, I have to throw out that question because it's not a real question anymore. So I have to fix that as I continue to move forward. All of these were things that I started to learn over time. So life understood it better than I did. But I had to first set that dream, and everything started to fall into place. It all started to make sense from that point on. Sorry. And at the bottom, you see where it says pick your classes. All of you are going to go to college next year. And could you imagine going to college and not knowing what classes you were signing up for? You just go to class. Would you want that? What are the chances you're going to get a class that you do not like? Pretty high. So isn't that the same thing with life? If you have no direction, if you have no goals, aren't you just going to end up getting whatever life gives you? And you're just going to have to deal with it. At least every experience that I have is all part of this dream that I'm trying to go through. All these things are making me better as I continue to build my career and get to the dream that I set for myself. You have to set dreams for yourself. You have to dream. I don't care if you're 17, 18, 40, or whatever age you are here. These things are important for everyone. Whatever dream you had once upon a time, regardless of what life gave you, it has some type of purpose and you need to get back on track. It changes you. And that's when you get that true satisfaction, you get that true joy. That's fine. All right, so this is a little different. Being that I'm your personal finance teacher, of course, you should expect me to say something about personal finance. And I want all of you to understand that there are two different types of income. One being hollow money. One being hollow money and the other being solid money. Hollow money represents any money that's unexpected in your life. Anything that, let's say your grandmother gives you money or something like that. You win a lottery, all this represents hollow money. On the other side is solid money. The other side represents solid money. And that's the money that you build your entire life on. It represents that your entire lifestyle is secured on that solid money, right? Okay. What is this? A stool? Is this the stool that any one of you guys would sit on?
No.
Why not?
It's one leg.
It's one-legged stool, so no one here, no daredevils, no one would sit on this one-legged stool? It's unstable, would you say? A little unbalanced, right? So one thing I would like all of you to do, as you go on the next phase of your life, as you go into college, I want you to start to think about something. The idea that it's a little scary, a little risky to build your whole life on one income. As as you get older, your job, just like you do research for Dr. Thornton or whatever class, you have to do some research on yourself. It's not easy to get another type of investment. I'm not suggesting any type. But what I am saying is, if you build your whole entire life, imagine if I had this one stool and I started stacking all the things that were important to me on top of this stool. And that stool broke, that one leg broke, what would happen? It'd all fall. So all of you guys just said that you wouldn't sit on that stool because it was unbalanced. Having a job, having a life with just one income. I'm not saying that the other income should be the same. I'm not sure. That's something for you to figure out. But if you know me, you understand why I work so hard, because having that one income is a little scary. And at the age of 18, this is your opportunity to think and to figure those different things out as you become older. So having that one income, if you were to lose the income, your whole everything starts to fall apart. So that's something that I feel is very important for all of you to understand. And unfortunately, it's stuck in your heads, everyone in here forever. And so it's just something to think about. But that one stool is very, very scary. I said the same thing in my class. So the kids started to understand, like, I have to build. This is the time to build. You're building in your education, which is very important. But you also have to build on the financial side as well. So we'll go a little further. All right, so the American way says having that one stool is fine. It's saying, you know what, you have a one stool, if you lose that job, life happens, it is what it is, or whatever, so you'll get another one. You just kind of like start over, but that's not really the case. It also says that it's okay, and I don't want you guys to think that working a second job at any point is how you solve it, because I have never met anyone who made more money on their second job than they did on their first. And definitely no one who made more money on their third job than they did on their second, which means the more time that you trade for money, the less money you actually make. We have so many talents as human beings. We have so much to offer. Our ability to think and be creative is just as important. So it's our job to figure